welcome to the second part of the lovely Nighthaunt model. So today we're going to be doing off the weapons, the little skin, the skull, and yeah, that should finish it off. So obviously you'll do the base whatever way you want. We're using the colours from previous with light flesh tone, cadmium orange hue, and light rust thrown into the mix. Get it out of the way. And so where we're going to start, I'm going to grab just a little bit of white spirit to help thin out my light rust. I want to hit that on the handle. Probably use a bigger brush. This will do, because it's a nice browny colour. So yeah, it's so as you can see, like I said, I went back with metallics. That was just lead belcher from Citadel, just because I don't have anything in oils that resembles metallic, and well, this is going to be an army. I find doing non-metallics more appealing on the individual model, like maybe character models and the like, as opposed to an entire army, because I'm not fantastic at it yet. It's still something I'm getting my head around myself, so more practice the better, I suppose. But yeah, I always want to put models on the table. Get in there. Now, continuing on with the light rust, what I'm going to do is just basically splatter it around the axe, like in a random fashion. Basically the idea is these are heavily rusted, barely even weapons anymore, but obviously this ghostly spirit makes it so they still work. Or he picked it up in their graveyard, or wherever they died on the battlefield. I'll do this on the chains as well. Will be a bit neater in the next section, around the lock. And just chuck the model. Always good. Durability test. Just get this all over the place. So I'm just basically just jabbing the model with the brush. Nothing's, just that gives you the random effect, because obviously human intention tend to be quite uniform. Make sure the whole handle covered. And we'll just quickly clean off that. Go to our orange, and then just aim kind of in the middle areas of the brown, just to bring it up that extra level. It will naturally start to blend in as well. This time not on the wood. There we are. Get a bit more, just to bring up some of those bits, add some variation. This will be quite a quick paint scheme to get an army onto the table. Obviously what you want. The more time you spend doing it, obviously the better the result will be. There we go. And what I'm going to do is quickly add a bit of the light flesh tone with the brown. Just kind of quickly just catch some areas on the wood handle. Chucking this guy all over the place. There, just add some variation in tone to that. Right, now let's hit his skull face thingy. So this is the yellow ochre that we didn't use last time. We're going to use this time. So I want this to be properly thinned out. Just hit that onto the skull. I'm going to do a bit more to that in a minute, but I'm going to actually leave that to set a little bit. What we're going to do is grab some of our blue, just put that into the shadowy bits around his arm there. And then we're going to go to our turquoise. This is going to go in his fingers. And is there any sort of crease? Going around, then on our light flesh tone, just kind of gently bring that over the surface, kind of using the edge of the brush to catch the raised areas. Kind of gently blending it in. Where we've got areas where it's going to meet other colours. Don't worry if other bits get onto it. There we are. It's kind of the so I'm going to just keep going back to our light flesh tone, kind of go over it a bit more carefully, bringing it up in those highlight areas. There you go, got a pasty, pale flesh type jig going on there. I might want to just go back in with some of the turquoise. help reshape out. I didn't blend too much. There we go. Now on the face, I'm going to mix some of the black and some of the light rust. Then I'm just going to grab a big brush a second, get a load of white spirit, really mix it out into almost wash-like consistency. What we're going to do, get some of that loaded onto the brush and just drop that to various areas over the skull. Because of the way oils work, that will naturally act as a very good wash. Oils that work even better than your washes from like GW and such. Then I'll just clean the brush up a bit, really bring it over the edges, just to lift some of that back off the tops. Mix some of the ochre with the light flesh tone because it's there, just as a, why not, like highlight. On the cheekbones. It's helped define it some. Now, we can also do metallics. Plenty. Make a bit of a black wash again. Just drop it into recesses. This is called like a pin wash technique. So all you're doing is just touching the area where you want it to go, and it will naturally use capillary action of the oils and spirits to go round and into the recesses where you want it. It'll help define some of the area. The little bolts. Then on here. Just helping bring up the contrast model. Then what do I get up in there? Excuse me. We're hitting all the chain. we go. Next we've let the face set a bit more. Come back in with our mix of ochre and white. Get that final highlight going. Touch in some areas. We want lighter on this skull. There we go. This is quite a quick scheme. Put this in there. Obviously, each stage that I've shown, if you spend a little bit more time, you get an even nicer result. So, go here, good. Use the white, that's the white flesh tone, which is practically white, very slightly off white, to continue highlighting up. You can play around with the blends on the cloak to get them exactly where you want them. And such like, playing around with the cloth, the black cloth and all of that. The fun with oils, this will stay dry for a good few hours, so you've got plenty of time to go backwards and forwards as much as you want. Well, that's one Nighthaunt done. I've only got a couple, oh, I say a couple, about 40-50 more to go. I may get them finished one day. Well, I hope that's been some helpful. So you got to see some of the fading ghosty effects. Got to see mixing acrylics with oils, not actually mixing them, you know, laying them down, letting the one set dry, and going over the top, and you got to see a pin wash. I hope some of that's beneficial for you, and I'll see you again soon. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Thanks very much.